What's up, guys? Toonwar here, and today we're going to talk about one of the best anime shows of all time, Berserk. That's right. All right, y'all. We're going to get straight into this. I'm going to talk about every single one of the apostles, or at least the ones that we know of. So I'm going to talk about the first ones are in general. Basically, they're demons, but they turned human with some type of desire. Now, Berserk is one of the most biggest iconic manga slash anime of all time. The 26th Berserk wasn't all that good. It's okay, it's decent, but I don't know what they were thinking with that CGI. I just don't know. But the best Berserk to watch would definitely be the old version. I think it was made in 1997 or 96, one of the two. It was made around that time, and it definitely shows one of the best arcs or the most iconic arc, the Golden Age arc. Or Golden Saga. I can't remember the exact name of it. I think it's called the Golden Age. The Golden Age arc, which basically explains everything in Berserk. It explains the reasons it explains the reason of Guts, the reason of Casca and Griffith, and also shows the whole theme of Berserk, which is a very dark theme, which is basically similar to Macbeth. We'll get more into that later. But let's get into it. Alright, back to the apostles. The apostles are, as I said, humans that turn into demons. Humans with desires, very strong desires, and it literally could be anything. But one of the biggest things is these apostles, they turn into them with a baylet. And it's just around this big, look creepy. It's the size of an egg with a mouth, nose, and eyes. Instead of it being all like our faces are, it's like all over the place around the baylet or around the egg. And thus, I don't know how they get it. I think they say it's destined to go to people at certain points with people with strong enough desires. Now, there's a red baylet and then there's a regular baylet. I think the color on the anime, I believe they have the colors white or gray. But in the manga, it might be a different color. But I'm pretty sure it's white. Or most likely, I think it's gray. No, I think it's gray. But basically, with that, however they get it, different ways, it's destined to come to them because they have a strong desire. Now, the desire could be anything. Now, yes, the seven sins, I guess, has something to do with it, but it could be, honestly, I think it could even be a good desire, but it's just a very strong desire. Most of the time, it's something that they wanted not since they were born, but since they was very young. Some desires are like Griffith's is the biggest example, but his is a lot different. He wanted to be king, and thus his desire of being king and walking over his friends or comrades, I guess not really friends, his comrades, got the best of him. Which is a very strong desire, being king. And there was I guess, I'm trying to think of another example of strong desires. Zod, this wasn't quite clear what his desire was. Most likely we can assume that his desire was most likely become a strong warrior, or I think it would be being a strong warrior or the best warrior. There was another knight that he wanted to protect his kingdom, and thus every time these bailiffs are created, or not created, every time a demon or apostle is created, at some point in their life, their desire is shattered. Because at the end of it, they realize or they find out that they're about to die, or their dream can never be accomplished by human means. And thus, in order to become strong enough to get their goal, whatever their goal is, they have to use a sacrifice of it didn't necessarily say always has to be sacrifice of humans, but I'm pretty sure it has to be humans or people has to die. I'm 95% certain. Okay, 90% certain. I'm 90% certain it's definitely going to be any or all of the sacrifices are always human. Something to rip. No, I'm wrong. It's something that's connected to their human soul or their human what what kind of keeps what in their heart what makes them human. Some is their comrades like Griffith. Others it might be a certain woman. It might be something else. But it's something that they have to get rid of to become a demon or as they call them apostles. And with that, after that happens, they become strong enough to gain their desire or their goal. We just say goal. And they gain unimaginable power to the point where no mortal can beat them unless you're guts and has unbelievable amounts of luck and willpower and chatness. But no one else can beat them. Most demons and monsters find themselves untouchable to humans. And most humans realize that they're humans on Berserk calls them really gods or angels. The five god hands or the five apostles are the most strongest, and they what people would consider in Berserk world gods. So the apostles is a very interesting thing. We'll definitely get more into it and more depth into this. But this for now is just a little introduction to that. Alright guys, catch you later. Tomorrow out.